Hello and welcome to 2B2T. So, we're back again at the build site. After we finished off last time, we are once again back here. But this will be the final time we come here. This is our final goodbye to the end build. It's been fun, I've enjoyed it. And I learned a lot while I was here. But, as you can see, I'm not alone. So, the young lady over there who is about to start placing red and white blocks. Amazing young lady. Yes, she's a griefer. She's also an absolute amazing PvPer. So, CatGirlLana, check out her YouTube channel. I will put a link in the description. She has taken on the difficult task of trying to teach me how to crystal PvP. Now, why we are here? The end build was doomed. And I knew eventually it was going to get griefed. And it's going to sound bad, I wanted to be here when the time came. You know, I put a lot of work and effort, and this was my first real big project. And I've currently started a new project at the moment, which is going to be slow going because I am so busy elsewhere. That's just weird because it doesn't render in fully, so I can see the ships, but they're actually outside of my render, so it only looks like they've been half griefed. But believe me, the young lady in question does not do half measures. And yes, I did ask her what would happen if I accidentally was to shoot one of the TNT at this point, at which point she asked me not to, or she would have to have a word with me using an end crystal. Yes, it was only a matter of time before this got griefed, and it was my baby. I wanted to be here when the time came, and I didn't want just a half, somebody just throwing down a couple of pieces of TNT and that would be it. So I had talked to this young lady. So House, if you're watching, she is doing this with my blessing. More than once, she stopped and asked me if I was okay to proceed, and if I wanted to do this, she would have stopped at any point if I had asked her to. So do not prio ban her for doing this. This has been done at my request. Yeah. I was talking to her and said if anyone was ever to grief it, I would want it to be her, because I know now. It's definitely saying it. I know she would do a good job. She would do a proper job. And as you can see by the amount of stuff that is left behind, yeah. And she's doing this over the void for the most part. It's not an easy location to be griefing. So yes, House. We know you watch, okay? This is not us being conspiracy theorists. We have compared notes, and we know that any content for 2B is monitored by you. So let's just get it out there. This is I did all the work. I mined all the materials. I built the thing. I came out here. I even gave the TNT because I found it quite a lot in a deep stash. So, short of placing the TNT and lighting it, yeah, she wasn't happy about the fire. That did make things a lot harder for her. Yeah, short of placing it and lighting it, it has been, in a sense, a self-grief. The only difference is I actually got a professional in to do the job. Yes. So, it's, yeah. I'm gonna say, there's a lot goes into it's not just a case of throwing down a couple of pieces of a TNT. I have cut this video down massively. There was whole chunks where I was literally standing watching, and I couldn't see anything happening because it was outside of my render. Yeah, it's to make sure it's done properly, you do have to put in a bit of effort, and that sounds a bit of a daft thing to be saying about somebody who is literally destroying something that you've built, but it's not just a case of a couple of bits of TNT and job's done. So It's like I said, more than once she asked me if I was happy proceeding and if I had any regrets. And the truth is, no, I don't have any regrets. I'm sad to see it go because, like I say, I put a lot of work and effort into this. It was my first big project, but I don't want to make the journey out here again. Next build projects will be in the overworld or possibly in the nether if we ever update, because we're still updating soon. So yeah, I don't want to come back. So it was a decision that wasn't made on a whim. It's something I'd been considering now for well over a month, and I just love the rendering sometimes and my FPS. And yeah, it's. I think Lana put it best. It was closure because I knew it would go eventually, and this way, at least now I know it's gone. How she managed to anger an Enderman, I have no idea, but that was funny. Yeah, so it's for me, it was a chance to say goodbye to it. Um, and be here at the finish. But at the same time, because I wasn't planning to come back, at least then I know what its fate was. So anybody's wondering, because I did leave a sign asking for the date of the grief. It's the 11th of July when it fell, and though she missed a ship and she will make short work out in a second, the decision was I would have to at least detonate some of it. Oh, oh dear. Time to get out of the way. Yeah. She missed one. That won't be there for much longer. Oh, I can't believe I fell off that. So yes, so those of you who've watched the badly building in the end videos, I know some of you won't be happy with the final outcome, and I can understand and respect and appreciate that. But also, I hope to some degree you understand the decision that I made, because sometimes you have to let things go and you have to say a final goodbye. And yes, I could have just left it and maybe come back in a couple of years and see what happened. But I would have always wondered why. And that's why we're standing here right now, looking at the ruins of what once was. So it's time now to head back to the overworld. Not the usual way this time around. We are using a gateway. I did think about respawning the dragon while I was here, but as you'll see in a second, I had to give up on that idea. So anyway, time to say goodbye to the building in the end. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you around. Bye.